In situations where parents are concerned that their kid is not communicating verbally, they seek the guidance of speech-language pathologists, SLPs. Speech-language pathologists, SLPs, are able to notice a number of early communication abilities in children well before they utter their first words. It is not long after birth that these abilities begin to emerge, and they continue to develop well beyond the first birthday. What kinds of abilities ought to be exhibited during the initial stages of development? One of the earliest kinds of communication is established through eye contact. The act of making eye contact is a form of welcome and a means of interaction for an infant. We should always reply to a baby who makes eye contact with us by smiling, verbally welcoming them, making a funny face, or making any other gesture that is reciprocal. The term joint attention refers to the situation in which you and your child share the same interest in an object, and you share that interest by either gazing at the thing or engaging with it. The best example is found in books. A youngster is engaging in social referencing when they express a desire for you to see them while they play or perform. The youngster may glance to you for a reaction or an emotional response when they hear a loud noise. This may happen when the child is looking for a reaction. One of the most important skills that will contribute to the growth of communication is the ability to take turns or turns. The first step in the process of taking turns is to take turns while playing, and then finally to take turns when conversing. Children are able to demonstrate motor imitation when they learn to imitate bodily movement, such as waving, shaking their heads, or saying, "so big." Eye contact and overall social connection are both improved through the use of motor mimicry. When a child makes an effort to initiate a game or engagement with another person, they are engaging in social games. An illustration of this would be the game known as peek-a-boo. As the youngster waits for the parent to remove the blanket from his or her face, the child covers his or her face with the blanket. For example, when a youngster utilizes their body to communicate with us, they are using gestures. As an illustration, pointing to their cup to suggest that they want more milk, waving to signal that they are saying, "bye," or lifting their arms to be taken up are all examples. An example of a forerunner to copying words is sound imitation. You should observe your child when they are playing to determine if they are able to imitate blowing raspberries, making sounds like animals or cars, or making goofy noises with their mouths. The first noises that are heard are babbling. There is a tendency for repetitive syllables, such as dada, to appear first. Shortly after that, they are succeeded by a variety of syllables, such as daddy. P, B, M, N, W, and H are often the sounds that are heard first after a child is born. The first words often appear between the ages of 12 and 18 months. Children comprehend a greater amount of language than they are able to output. When children pronounce their first words, the words that they produce will be an approximation of the actual word, for example, mo, that means more, or ba, that means ball. How can these abilities be made more accessible? Have fun. Put in place some routines. You should talk to your child throughout the day and describe what you are doing throughout activities of daily life. For example, it's time to change your diaper, let's wash your hands, I see daddy. Read some books. Stay away from the screen. In the event that these early communication skills do not emerge, what happens? Talk to your healthcare physician or another physician who specializes in developmental issues. Thanks for diving into the world of early communication with us. If you found these tips helpful, give us a thumbs up, subscribe for more valuable insights, and hit that notification bell to stay updated on all things language development. Remember, your active involvement makes a world of difference. Let's foster a community of support for every child's language journey. Like, subscribe, and talk soon.